Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Lion as he has made his return. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we have the old Lion El Jonson datasheet here, which was rather underwhelming. And then we also have the new Lion El Jonson datasheet. So we'll take a quick little refresh here on the old one, and then we'll kind of compare it to the new one. So Lion El Jonson was move 8. Weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength and toughness 6, wounds 9, attacks 10, leadership 11, and 2+ save. And then we're going to pay attention to his main weapon fealty, which is his sword. We have the strike and sweep profiles. So strike is +4 strength, so that would give him 10 strength, -5, 4 damage. And sweep is 2 attacks instead of 1, so he has 10 normally, so that gives him 20. With user strength 6, -3, 2 damage. So very strong. And then the Forest Walk ability lets him deep strike, and he could reroll charge rolls. And then the shield gave him a 4-up invulnerable save, and each time he made a save on a 6, it would deal back a mortal wound. And then the Martial Exemplar lets you pick one of the following abilities. Primarch of the First Legion Aura, and then the Martial Exemplar ability gives him Fight First, and then he also has Primarch of the First Legion Aura. While friendly Dark Angel's core or Dark Angel character unit is within 6 of this model, each time this unit makes an attack, reroll hit rolls of 1 and reroll wound rolls of 1. Watchers in the dark, up to twice per battle, this model can attempt to deny the witch as if it were a psyker. If this model attempting to manifest the psychic power as a chaos psyker, you can reroll the deny the witch test. And then we have his warlord ability, no hiding from the watchers. In your opponent's movement phase, select one friendly Dark Angels unit within 9 of the warlord. To the end of the turn, the unit is eligible to perform heroic interventions as if it were your character unit. So it basically grants the ability to heroically intervene for one of your other squads. So definitely some pretty strong abilities, but he was very underwhelming in the current edition. Let's see how he stacks up in 10th. Alright, so here we see his 10th edition datasheet. So he is move 8. He is toughness 9. So he got substantially tougher from his 6 toughness. Save is 2+, wounds are 10. So he was 9 and had essentially the character rule. Now he's 10, but we know that's going to operate differently. So previously, going up to 10 wounds would be terrible because then he could be targeted. But with the new rules, it's not going to be the same. So leadership is 5+, OC is 4. It still has his ranged weapon profiles, but let's look at his melee. So he has the strike ability, lethal hits, 8 attacks. So it was 10, and his weapon skill is 2+, strength is 12, -4 AP and 4 damage. So very, very strong. And then the sweep ability is sustained hits 1, attacks 16. So it would have been 20 before. Weapon skill 2+, strength is 6, AP -3 and 2 damage. So I have to say, after seeing the profile on Engron and how much that got toned back and his attacks got toned back, the Lion didn't really get that much taken back from him. So I have to say that this is a big improvement. Just his actual profile and then his melee profile. Alright, so then we have the Primarch of the First Legion. So you're going to be able to pick one of these 3 abilities. All secrets revealed once per turn when your opponent targets a unit from their army with a stratagem, but before the stratagem's effects are resolved. If the unit is within 12 of this model, you gain 1 command point. So that's awesome. If they try to do any stratagems within 12 of the Lion, you just gain a command point. And that enemy unit must take a battle shock test. If the test is failed, in addition to this unit being battle shocked, that stratagem's effect are not resolved, and the stratagem still counts as having been used that phase. So they pay their command points, use the stratagem, you gain a command point, and then they have to pass a battle shock test. And if they fail that battle shock test, the stratagem doesn't even work. So he is definitely a disruptor. Very good. And then Martial Exemplar Aura. While a friendly Adeptus Astartes unit is within 6 of this model, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the hit roll. So you can give all your Astartes within 6 +1 to hit, instead of having reroll 1s to hit or reroll 1s to wound, like you had in the previous profile. And then no hiding from the watchers. While a friendly Adeptus Astartes unit is within 6 of this model, models in that unit have a feel no pain 4+ against mortal wounds. So that is your sort of psychic protection. So really good. You're going to get to pick one of those abilities. Let's just jump over here to the abilities. Deep Strike, fights first. So he still has his fights first ability, still has Deep Strike. Primarch of the First Legion. In your command phase, select one Primarch of the First Legion ability. See left until the start of your next command phase. This model has that ability. So you're going to pick one of those 3 things. You turn it on, and then next turn you pick again. The Emperor's Shield, each time an attack targets this model, subtract 1 from the wound roll. So that is really, really good. -1 from the wound roll is amazing. So if you hit him with anything with a strength under 10, they're normally going to be wounding you on 5s, and then it's going to go to 6. If you hit him with a strength 10 weapon, it would normally be 4s. Now it's going to go to 5s. And no matter what strength the weapon is, up to strength 20, which would be double, they would normally be wounding him on 3s. It's going to take it to 4s. So this is very, very strong for durability. And then in addition, each time a melee attack is allocated to the model on an unmodified saving throw of 6, the attacking unit suffers 1 mortal wound. So same second ability. The first ability is amazing. And then Dark Angel's Bodyguard. While this model is within 3 of 1 or more friendly Adeptus Astartes infantry units, this model has the Lone Operative ability. So theoretically, should be able to like join units. And then we do see his invulnerable save is 3+ now. So that is very, very good. So I have to say, all around, the Lion looks great. He looks much more in line with Guilliman now. He has some cool special abilities that aren't like underwhelming. Before it seemed like they just gave him a bunch of stuff, but it didn't work together that well. The big boost up to toughness, oh, I might have said 10 before. The big boost up to toughness 9 is huge. Because on top of that, the Emperor's Shield is going to take away 1 from the wound roll, and that's going to make him extremely, extremely durable. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. So I have to say that he is very good now. Unfortunately, he did lose the reroll 1s to hit and wound. That's probably the biggest thing. His psychic defense kind of shifted over from Deny the Witch into like sort of the mortal wound defense. But like the Emperor's Shield is substantially better. It was a 4-up invulnerable save. Now it's a 3-up invulnerable save. And the -1 to wound is amazing. And then also he was 10 attacks +1 on the charge. I'm not sure if Space Marines are still going to have that. It does not look like it. But that was giving him either 10 or 20 attacks at strength 10 or strength 6. Now he's going to have 8 or 16 attacks at strength 12 or strength 6. So the AP is -4, 4 damage, or -3, 2 damage. Before it was -5, 4 damage, or -3, 2 damage. So I have to say, the Lion looks really good here. So I have to say, the biggest thing he lost is the reroll charges from the Forest Walk ability. That was really good, but theoretically, you can just pay a command point and reroll your charge. So I don't think that's a game breaker. I think the most important thing, though, is that he went up to toughness 9, 3-up invulnerable save, and -1 to wound. The Lion looks really, really strong. I am definitely a big fan of this. This is a massive improvement. I mean, if you're a Dark Angels player, you've got to be getting excited right now. He looks really good. Games Workshop has announced he's going to be one of the first models of 10th edition to be released. I love it. That's great. Definitely all net positive. So let me know what you think down below. Always like to hear your guys' opinions. There's definitely a possibility I might have missed something. There's something else cool that he lost that I didn't notice, or that he got that I haven't pointed out. But overall, I have to say, the Lion was okay before. He was definitely underwhelming. Compared to Guilliman, he felt like he was missing something. Now they have more than made up for that. They really, really made him substantially more durable with the toughness 9 and the -1 to be wounded. And then they also gave him what I would argue are better abilities. I like the secrets revealed. It's very strong. It's going to help you generate command points. It's going to disrupt your opponent's game and make them think twice about doing stuff near the Lion. And then also just randomly battle shocking a unit because your opponent tried to use a stratagem on them can completely change the state of the game. Not to mention the stratagem might not even work. So really good. Yeah, let me know what you think down below. I am definitely excited for this. If that's not motivation to get some Dark Angels on the table, I don't know what is. So as always, let me know what you think. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description to save 15%. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and Dark Angels are looking good. And I think we can thank the Lion for that one. And I'm out of here.